welcome to Inside Expect, but also welcome to the English Premier League. Next Sunday, two big matches. One of them is Stoke versus Chelsea. Which are the odds, Jonathan?
Well, the odds are that Chelsea are obviously warm favourites at 167 to beat Stoke. There's no reason why they wouldn't be such a hot favourite either. And they've got a new boss, of course, now, Villas-Boas. So it'll be interesting to see how he fits in. Stoke haven't made any real signings at all over the close season, so it's the same old Stoke that we know and love, with lots of long throw-ins and direct football. Chelsea, they've brought in a couple of interesting players, actually, Courtois and Rameau. It was quite interesting. Last year, Chelsea had the best defensive record in the Premier League, and 3 out of the 4 last head-to-heads at Stoke have been under 2.5 goals. So I must admit, personally, rather than having a look at the outright market, I'm looking at the goal market here. Last season in the Premier League, Stoke an average of 2.47 goals per match. Chelsea 2.68. Neither of these teams were involved in high-scoring encounters, really. So I have to say that I am looking at the under 2.5 goal line here, which is 175.
Good. But then there's another game. That is West Brom versus Man United.
Yeah.
The odds for that game, Jonathan?
Well, Manchester United, again, are very hot favourites to win this game. They're 153. And West Brom, they've made no signings over the summer. So again, it's the same old West Brom. Manchester United's big signing has been David De Gea in goal, of course, 19 million from Atletico Madrid. Man United did fail to win 14 out of 19 away league games last season, but didn't cost them anything because they still won the Premier League quite easily, didn't they? And they've won 4 of their last away at the Hawthorns. All of those have been over 2.5 goal matches. So again, I must say I'm looking at a couple of quite interesting bets here. I'm looking at the half-time, full-time market. In other words, Man U to be winning at half-time and to be winning at full-time, which does pay 2.25, which I think is a more interesting bet than backing Man U at 153. And mostly this is because West Brom had the worst first-half record of any team in the Premiership last year. They were appalling in the first half of all their matches, and Manchester United had the best. So Man U really do try and push out home early in their games and really make teams pay. And the other market I'm looking at in this is over 2.5 at 172. Because again, last season, West Brom, goals per match, their average was 3.34, Man United 3.03. So both these teams were generally involved in quite high scoring encounters. So for me, the bet there is over 2.5 at 172.
Good. That's all for now. From our side, see you next week.
Yep, thank you.